All right. It's been a little bit scary these past week, past few days. I actually at the close of business on Friday, I had a loan, a business loan called in. So I had to wire that money out, but I'm looking to get some back in here pretty shortly, today or tomorrow or Wednesday. So that's why I do have portfolio margins so I can still trade, and things like this can't stop me. So what is the S&P 500 doing with these attacks on Israel? Well, it's down about a 0.5%. We're right here. All the sellers, the bears, got out right here on the open, created this fall in the RSI. Now, this does look like a downtrend. We did break through this tiny level at 4290 ish, and we're heading to the downside. But I've been doing this a long time. This feels like a afternoon rally. I don't see it right now, but I mean, the same thing happened the previous day. It's almost identical in the movement. So you see, this level was kind of holding, dip below, and then all of a sudden the bear stepped in the right about actually bear stepped in right about now. This one's a little longer, but bear stepped in a little later, and then it kind of kept that trend through the close of business. I'm thinking that's what it's going to do today, but I have a few other opportunities that don't have to do with the SPX. So let's take a look. And I noticed something really funny when I was looking at my spreads. I have spreads on Tesla, spreads on Apple, and spreads on Amazon. And I was looking at closing some of those gaps, and I can. But I was looking at the charts. Check this out. People say, "What's this stock gonna do? What's that stock gonna do? I'm interested in this. I'm interested in that." Look at these. Look at this chart. This is Apple chart, right? Don't look at the prices. Just look at the shape, right? If you were a kindergarten, you say, okay, let me draw this straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line, kind of a straight line, right? They could copy this in kindergarten. Now, I would say, okay, now draw this line. Draw the Amazon line. Almost the exact same line. Almost the exact same line. These trade, it looks like in synchrony. Tesla, let's look at Tesla here. Almost the exact same line. Now, it's just interesting to me, people evaluating these stocks, and this is why I kind of turn to technical analysis. People evaluating, so what's Tesla gonna do? What's their earnings gonna be? How many cars are they getting now? What's the new Apple phone look like? Is there demand for it? Whatever. Look, these are the exact same trends. These are the exact same charts. They're all the same chart. So, like I said, I that's why I moved to AAPL. That's why I moved to technical analysis, because I like a kindergarten, I like looking at the charts and not investigating the management. But that was just an interesting point that I saw. Let's look at a once in a lifetime here. Delta Airlines. People got spooked on Delta Airlines because of their massive hub in Israel. So they do a lot of frequent flights to Israel. Let's check with the other airlines and see what they look like. So yeah, I mean, this one's Southwest is more of a domestic. I forgot American Airlines. American. I think it's AA. No, that's AAL. Okay, there we go. So this one's American Airlines, a little more like Delta. Get out there, but it's only at $12. I like Delta a lot more. It's kind of more in my range in terms of the price. It's down almost 6%. That's fine. It's getting its earnings on the 12th, so it already had some higher implied volatility. So this could be a little bit of scared, for sales in Israel, and this could be a little bit of slow summer traveling, coming out of the summer and going into fall a little slower. But look at where we're testing. We're testing this. We're under 35 right now. Last time we were under 35 was back in May. And then we had this ridiculous run up. Okay, so it was hovering around this 34 level for a long time here in last year, late last year, and then through the beginning of this year. It was up here in this level, the 40-ish level, and then it just skyrocketed to 50. And I think, is this all the way? No. So it's under its average for the past 3 years. It's been up here in the 40s. It touched the 50s. This right now is a deal, and this is also paying a dividend of 1% now because of this price. So let's take a look here. See, it does say it's down. Airline and cruise stocks are lower because of the conflict, but also because of we're getting out of summer. Kids are back in school. But look at this chart right here. People are estimating at the low end it's going to be 50. Okay, they're all buys at 50, or the price target is 50, and then we got 60, 56, 67, and then all the way up to 77. So it's looking for a breakout. Analysts are looking for a breakout on this. And let's see. Yeah, this isn't the E-Trade that I normally use for this kind of thing, but let's take a look here a little closer. Dividend, like I said, 40 cents a share, not bad. Ex-dividend date. Ex-dividend date, look at the ex-dividend date. It's like 2 days from now, and it's selling off. Usually it'll sell off on the 12th or the 13th after people collect that dividend. Owned by institutions, 70%. That's not bad, but it's a positive, strong stock. It's way below where it normally trades at. It's way below what the analysts say. So, in the interest of saving cash, I would buy this to get that 40 cents a share, but that's only 1%, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to go ahead and trade this. There should be decent premium because it's an earnings week. The closeout is the 13th on this, and earnings are the 12th. So there should be decent premium. I'm going for, let's go for 33. See where 33 is at on the chart real quick. 33 is right there. I'm very comfortable with that. Even I'm good with 34 because it would have to fall another 2.5% in the next couple days for it to reach that 34, and then I would just have to hold it for a little bit to get back up to be trading in here. So I'm good with 34 as well. Let's collect that premium. Bulls or pigs get slaughtered, but feel a little like a pig today. So let's go for 64 cents on this at the 34. Let's send that off. Sweet. I put in a put there for 34. Now I was talking about looking at my spreads here. You guys have seen me close the gap on some of these spreads. Apple right here, my put right here that I sold has lost a lot of money. It's lost, I think I'm up $30 on this one, and I'm down 13 on this one. So that's a nice spread there. So this one is 120 and 150. That's about a $3,000 I got on the hook right there. Let's roll this, and I've done many videos on this. What I'm doing is I'm closing the gap for just pennies on the dollar. So let me show you here. Let's go to 120, or actually let's go all the way to 130. Close the gap by $1,000. That means I'm only on the hook for $2,000 instead of $3,000 on this spread. Put this to December. It's gonna cost me $14 to save $1,000 in risk. But then let me see. I'll offset that here. So let me confirm and send that. I'm trading up on this. It's called the diagonal, but not really, because I'm not changing anything but the strike. On a diagonal, you typically change the strike and the calendar date. So I'm going to spend $14 right there, lower my exposure, but then I still got this other leg right here at the 150. So I'm going to, because Apple made a nice run there, I'm going to roll this, and I'm going to roll it up 5. So if you noticed, I rolled 120 to 110, so I rolled it 10. So I saved $1,000. Now this, I'm going to roll only 5. So instead of being on the hook for 3,000 then to 2,000, I'm going from 3,000 to 2,500. So I'm lowering by only 500. Okay, lowering by only 500, but I spent $14 right there. No, I'm selling the 150 put, and what am I doing? Sell the, no, I'm dumb. I'm selling the I'm buying back the 150, and I'm selling the 155 for a credit of 43. Okay, and I spent 14, and now I'm getting back 43, so that's a net 30, and I dropped my exposure by $500. Let's do that, and bam, that one is gone as well. And those are my ideas for today. Happy trading. Get out there and grind.